We're gonna do some more work here on the shop on the International cabover. This was a nice little find here. I saw this power cord running here and it goes to a block warmer. And then I followed it back around up onto the cab and found the end of it here and plugged it into an extension cord. And it appears to be like around 850 watts. I plugged it into a watt meter so I could see what it was doing, and it's definitely working, and it's pulling about 830 watts. So that's nice. I got a block warmer for the engine. The good news is all this oil leak coming down the backside of the engine was just the valve cover up top was loose. We're gonna replace both these front shocks today. It's got this cotter pin that needs to come out of here. Actually, we're just gonna bend it out of the way and use the impact to break it off. Got some coil on it or no? It's leaking coolant tipped up like this. Let's leave it on here. Underneath the shock. Is it just a bolt on the backside, or?
Yeah.
One of these heater hoses here is leaking some coolant. Oh, wiggle that shock mount for me. Sheesh. Should be loose enough for it to move, right? And that one airline is a hard airline, but I would think it'd have enough flex in it to.
It's just all the way down already. The slot.
What's it hitting? The line?
This line. Just pull the line off.
Is that coolant line? What is that?
Oil line?
Is that the drain? The oil drain from it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be tightening and that should be loosening.
Push forward anymore? Spin the wheel. What?
I don't think I can.
There you go. We'll go back any further. I got you a little more. Or I'll put some tape on the back of that so nothing arcs out ever. I had to remote run it with a 1/4-inch airline there because it didn't fit where the old one was at. That's the sensor for low air pressure for the buzzer. So when the air pressure drops below 60 psi, that buzzer sounds. So we pulled the voltage regulator and the alternator. We're going to send them both over to the alternator shop, have them tested. It could just be one thing that's bad, not the other. But more likely than not, it's probably both of them. I got the new turn signal assembly, so we're going to try to get that installed to get the turn signals working. This is the air regulator for the transmission going on here. This is 58.5 to 62.5 psi to control the high-low range of the transmission.
I don't know what these.
Starting.
Yeah. Should be fine. Harder to see now.
Do you want the cab flipped up?
Try it without it. No, I have to, 'cause there's no way I'm seeing it.
Yeah, that's fine. We're running new airline to this. It's the nylon, and we installed the push to connect fitting on the end. We can't even see it right now. We gotta kind of blindly find it and then stick it into the push to connect. Is it easier to see from the bottom? Get in?
No.
Oh. We're adding air, using the shop air to the air tanks here to build up the air pressure so we can test this out. So that noise you hear, it's not leaking, it's just air going into the tanks. You want to go pull the thing and... Put it in neutral, maybe? Okay. Yep, that's definitely working. Okay, we're gonna fix that coolant leak there. That is a hose that goes to the heater core up here. So that hose right there is leaking. This actual hose is coming apart. Very brittle and broke when we pull it off. We're getting the new turn signal switch all wired in here. We got some of the colors aren't the same on the new one versus what the existing wiring is, so it's just taking a little bit to track it down. Okay, left turn signal. Nice. Right turn signal. Nice. Hazards. Excellent. We have some missing hose clamps on the air intake going into the engine, so we don't want to be sucking in any dirty air. So we're going to put these new hose clamps on. Okay, we got that leaky, brittle coolant hose replaced. It goes to the heater core. The one behind it is much newer. It's been replaced and it's still nice and rubbery. And this cooling system holds about 10, 11, almost 11 gallons of coolant. Yeah. Just wanted to run it for a minute or so here to get check the oil on it after the oil change.
So we're past the L.
Okay, so we're about 3 quarts low. Okay, click it to the high range. Move the gear selector a little bit. I didn't hear it do anything. Go to the low. That's not good. Are you in a gear? Go to neutral. Okay, go to a gear then. high range. Go out of a gear. Okay, go into a gear. Put it in, just put it into a gear. And then change the range. Go, and now pull back to neutral. Low range. You're good. Okay, go forward and first, and just a little bit. Make sure, see if it feels like it's in low range. Yeah. Okay. Try to go to high range. Yeah. Yeah. Now go back to first. Get it? All right, well, it was stuck in high range, and we did get back down to low range now. I'm not sure if it's actually if it's working though. We might have to take that whole assembly apart and clean it real good and see why it's not going every time, but we'll take it for a test drive and see what it does.
See him loading up his tools, check the air and all those duels. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Well, he's got a long hard ride in old Lenny the Silver Sides. Get that bus grease monkey on the road. Well, he's got that hammer down and that 47 Hound. It's that bus grease monkey on the road. He travels all around and he's coming to your town. Get that bus grease monkey down the road. See that 4104 with the propped up engine door. Watch that bus grease monkey do his thing. 30 years behind that barn, 'cause it don't run worth a darn. Watch that bus grease monkey make it sing. He knows them Detroits, there's no doubt, upside down and inside out. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Saving buses far and wide in that old blue Silver Sides. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Now he's moved his family to the hills of Tennessee. Watch that bus grease monkey make his home, bringing buses back to life with the help of his dear wife. Watch that bus grease monkey get it done. Well, he travels town to town working on them old greyhounds. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Saving buses far and wide in old Lenny the Silver Sides. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know?